I'm remaking the Super Nintendo game PLOK. There are three main components to this devlog: a life system, moving platforms, and bees nuts. There are two finished levels, so full gameplay of them will be at the end of the video. First of all, sorry for the 5-month delay, it was mostly down to all the slopes and some other stuff. I'll go through the delay on my second channel, Tom Bound Extra. Life system. As you know, my PLOK remake doesn't have lives, and I intend to keep it that way. Now, that's all good and should make the game easier. However, on the flea stages, any fleas that you've defeated previously stay defeated when you die, which means that my version is technically harder because you get a hard reset every time you die. Plus the fleas in my version can be kind of aimbot sometimes. I've added a traffic light system. Each time you die, the traffic light changes, green being 2 lives remaining, amber being 1, and red being your final life. If you then die, the fleas will respawn again. Flea Changes. You now get an indicator for the nearest hatched flea. This shows periodically. When a flea has been off screen for a while, it's going to reset back to its spawn point. This should hopefully prevent the game being unbeatable if something goes wrong. The flea health bar has been changed, and now unlike the boss bar, the health units are greyed out instead. This helps you track how many defeated fleas have been carried over to the next life. There's also an animation of it filling up at the start of a level. Garlen Beach. I've added new shootable terrain. It's based on the destructible terrain you stand on. I've also added tilting platforms and single-use targets. I've improved how Orson works. When shooting, his range will decrease at set intervals. This gives you an opportunity to attack. Orson will now drop you if there's a ceiling above your head. You can now walk across spikes when you have invincibility. There's a new background which shows high waves. Finally, there's the secret stage for Garlen Beach, which is similar to the previous pink shell level we made. Onto a brand new level, Sleepy Dale. This sunny gated community features new build houses for sale, open shops, rotating platforms to make the morning commute more fun, and features street lighting, but it's perpetually daytime. First up, rotating platforms. Remember the last time we did moving platforms? After a lot of difficulty, we have this temporary platform that can follow a path. I try and get curved movement working for the platforms, with varying success. I gave up on curved platforms for now. Well, this time it's pretty much the same. These new platforms work different to the previous ones, and I've made it so that they rotate around a specific point. The radius can be manually adjusted, and so can the speed. Also first in the level are bees. I'm really happy with how the bee art came out. I've made the bees from the Hornet code, so they can circle and target the player. However, unlike the Hornets, I've removed their precise attack that they would do ever so often. Instead, the bee's radius to the player gradually pulses in and out. It gives quite a natural movement to the bee. The beehives can spawn a bee every few seconds if they're on screen and in range. I tested the original game and it seems like a hive can only have 4 bees out at once. So I've done the same, after messing with their limits. Beehives can also be destroyed. There's a bunch of new art for this level, and it's by far the biggest level I've had to map out. A couple of bugs I've fixed on this level are the flea space program, and coat hangers having excess limbs after you get a power up. As promised, here's gameplay of the new levels. Next time we'll finish off Acrylic Part 1 by adding PLOK's house and begin work on Legacy Island, where we get to play as Grandpappy PLOK. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in 5 months. Bye.